each other, and we really worked hard in practice. We pushed each other. I mean, it wasn't so much the coaches had to get on our backs about pushing each other. We knew we had a job and we had goals set out that we had to get, and the only way to do it is by practicing hard and getting prepared.
I think practices are harder than games. I think everybody looks forward to playing in games, and that's what not really makes it easy, but it's a relief, it's a burden off us when we play a game, and we take out all our frustration on other teams because, you know, it's so competitive in practice. We have so many players, and if you don't play good one day, you could be watching because somebody else could come in and play.
After beating South Carolina, the first real test on the SEC slate came on January 10th, when the 7th-ranked Wildcats ventured deep into Gatorland to face a veteran Florida squad ranked 15th in the country. Poised for a slugfest with last season's Final Four qualifier, the Wildcats instead took control from the get-go. A resurgent Roderick Rhodes and Mark Pope hit Quinn 3-pointers to start the Wildcat domination. A first-half run featuring Antoine Walker and Walter McCarty stretched the lead to 17. Kentucky's precision passing and uncanny shooting defanged the vaunted Gator defense. Meanwhile, the swarming masses in blue and white obliterated Florida's inside game and kept the Gators' sharpshooters on ice. At halftime, Kentucky led by a comfortable 12 points, and the Cats kept the hammer down in the second 20 minutes. The Kentucky lead topped off at 23 with Jeff Shepard's soaring jam. Oh, yes! And while dumbfounded Gator fans flocked to the exits early, the Wildcats enjoyed a pleasant ride the rest of the way with a surprisingly painless 83-67 win.
It was real big for us. I mean, we had just beat South Carolina the night before, and we had 2 days to prepare for Florida. And it was a real important game for us because we wanted to win that game. We didn't want to lose a game on the road in conference. And it was to build a lot of character and confidence in our team. To go into Florida where the gym is hostile, fans are on you, and beat them the way we did, it really boosted our confidence, and we hit a roll from there. But I think it was real important to us because I think a lot of guys are saying we're going to win the national championship. We got to start now.
2 more wins came against Georgia and Ole Miss, and things didn't get any easier when Vanderbilt came to Rupp Arena packing trouble. Playing with a warrior ethic in the face of a hostile crowd, the Commodores turned the blue and white black and blue, and they managed to keep within striking distance right into the crux of the game. But then it came crashing down in a heartbeat. With Vanderbilt up by 2 and 9 minutes to play, Tony Delk hit a 3-pointer. But it wasn't just another tray. This one was the raindrop that signaled the storm. For the next 20 points, Kentucky could do no wrong.
Bouncing inside, goes over, reverses, lays it up, and Desperado fouls him.
Andre Riddick seemed born again, beaming and bouncing like that old familiar pogo stick of a center. Possession after possession, Kentucky pulled further away while Vanderbilt remained frustrated. Then, finally, Walter McCarty's mammoth dunk finished the rout with a resounding shout. That wasn't the only thing that was finished. Vanderbilt had taken its best shot, but the damage was done. Kentucky had outlasted another brave challenger. Rick Pitino welcomed Kevin O'Neal for his debut appearance in Rupp Arena with his outman Tennessee Volunteers. Kentucky's brush-fire defense carved the Vols' gravestone.
Shepard stole it. Shepard dunked. Kentucky leads it 44-23. Williams trying to run out of the trap, still trying to dribble through it. Now he picks it up, throws it right, stolen by Shepard. Another dunk. A two-handed dunker.
But Roderick Rhodes was the star of the game. It was like a day at the playground for Rhodes. His 29 points were a career best, and his final tray with just 49.9 seconds to play catapulted Rhodes over the 1,000-point career scoring barrier.
Gives it over to Edwards to Rhodes. Up for a three-point try. He has got 1,000. Rod Rhodes, 1,000 points, but comes with 49.9 seconds to go in this game.
It's a good thing Rhodes reached his milestone in front of the friendly Rupp Arena crowd, because throngs of hostile Arkansas fans awaited in Fayetteville on Super Bowl Sunday. Kentucky walked into a blood-red nightmare. But instead of withering, the Wildcats went on the attack. Jeff Shepherd's early tray uncorked a festival of the three. Both teams stroked the nets from the perimeter, but Reggie Garrett's buzzer-beating 44-foot heave gave Arkansas a 2-point nod at the half.
How about a 42-foot shot? The net is still stranded, and Arkansas coming back with a 16-5 run against the Wildcats goes on top 49-47 with a buzzer beater at halftime.
The Super Bowl may have been another Super Bore, but no one was yawning at Bud Walton Arena. The Razorbacks rode their momentum into the second half and strung out an 8-point lead. But Kentucky stormed back to force a deadlock at 88. Rhodes tied it again at 90 with just over a minute to play. After Arkansas's Clint McDaniel made one of two free throws to put the Hogs up by 1, Walter McCarty had the answer with just 24 ticks left on the clock.
17 seconds to the shot clock. A half a minute for the game. Rod Rhodes makes his move. Up against Williamson. Shots up, no good. Rebound McCarty. Back up. It's good. Kentucky leads it. 23 points.
Then, who got the call but the Arkansas answer man himself, Scotty Thurman. The Razorback let fly a dagger that found Kentucky's heart with just 8 seconds to play. And the Hogs went on to win the epic 94-92. But just about everyone figured it wouldn't be the last time these two teams faced each other in '95. The Big Blue would get a shot at redemption. UK routed South Carolina next, but paid a heavy price when Tony Delk injured his shoulder. Against the 10th-ranked Syracuse Orangemen, Delk made the gutsy call to play through the pain. And the nationally televised contest was sometimes painful to watch. The fumble-fingered teams combined for 58 turnovers. But the ragged battle was not short on drama. With the Orangemen leading by 3 at the 13:45 mark of the second half, Kentucky scored the next 11 points and took a 50-42 lead. Syracuse surged back, tying the score at 60 with 6:51 to play. But Kentucky replied with yet another crushing run, this time outblasting the Orangemen 11-4. Syracuse had little more to say, and Delk looked pretty recovered as he put the finishing touches on the 77-71 victory.
Syracuse game was great. You know, I don't remember the time. I think that was the first game all season we had beat a top 10 opponent or something like that. None of us knew that before, but the media made such a big deal of that after. It was like, well, that is kind of neat, I guess. But it was an ugly game. But I think it was good for us. It was, you know, it was a battle all the way, and Syracuse is a very good team, and I think that was you know, a great game for us to just continue to learn and improve.
Kentucky suffered no apparent letdown in the rematch against a depleted Tennessee squad.
And the work ethic in Kentucky is very impressive.
Shot clock to 3, scramble in the backcourt, Epps took it away, gave it to Walker for the jam. Oh, Anthony Epps, what a play.
And Tony Delk joined the Wildcats' 1,000-point club, appropriately enough, with a 3. Once known as giant killers, Notre Dame posed no such threat to the Wildcats, who dealt the Irish their worst home court loss since 1898. An upstart Mississippi State squad brought a raging case of upset fever to Rupp Arena. The 23rd-ranked Bulldogs sank their canines into the early lead and held on the whole way. Kentucky fought to the finish.
Still life in Kentucky, but now they do need threes. They can't afford to mess too much with anything else. They got Polk free for 1, and he got it. Not over yet.
But this ending would be nothing but bitter. The sharpshooting Bulldogs beat the Wildcats at their own game. Another shocker in a season filled with upsets.
Everybody on our team, we go into every game. We think we're going to win the game going into it. coach prepares us for the game. We know all the teams, other teams' plays, everything about the other team, and you know we just come out, and if we execute, we usually come up with a victory. But some nights you just don't shoot as good, or you